What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, everyone? Hello, hello, hello. And I hope that you are having a wonderful Saturday evening. And we are back with yet part 7 of Heal Yourself, okay? Awaken to the Healer Within. I have read this book before, so the fact that I'm reading it again a second time on YouTube, I'm learning more stuff about myself with the second read through. And I really prefer, and I'm starting to realize that the energy that I have, I rather, how can I say this? I would prefer smaller, intimate settings of individuals who want to know. It's one thing to speak about these things amongst people who are like, huh, or what, or it goes over their head, or whatever the case may be. I don't know about y'all, but I would prefer to have conversations with those who are, I'm going to say, like-minded in the theme of humanity and love, but come with varying different types of perspectives. Because I don't know everything. The person in this book doesn't know everything. In reference to the outside world, that is. But as far as you being the person in the focal point, in reference to that, you know everything about you. That's where that inner knowingness, that inner trust needs to come into play. And just like the Bible, and just like this book and any other books that have spoken about miracles and manifestations that are supernatural, they're there to inspire us that no matter how unique and different the situation may be, the energy is the same. And that you have the power to manifest miracles in your own life. It doesn't have to be something outside of you. It doesn't have to be something that happens to your neighbor or your friend or a family member or just a random person. You have the power to manifest that as well. And we've allowed the world outside of us to sell us lies. Tell us that they have the cure and the answers to everything. And because we don't know any better, because we haven't had people teach us how to tap into the God within on our own, or to accept the God within on our own. Because we haven't been taught that, baby, the hospitals are filled with people who need help. The churches are filled with people that need help. But once you awaken to the healer within, to the abundance within, to the forgiveness within, once you start awakening to things within you that are high vibratory, once you start doing that, it will make sense. So again, I appreciate the fact that I have a small, intimate channel, because at least I want to know who the OGs is right now. Because as this shit grows, and trust me, it will, I don't have to have the full picture vision. All I need is to follow the pieces that brings forth clarity every single time. And I'm just here to share information. It's for those who want it. For those who are tired of living their life in a low vibrating way, or a way where they feel like they're trapped. Individuals who are sick and tired of repeating certain patterns that are destructive to them, and even been destructive generationally. This information is for them. And even if it's only just one person who takes something away from this, That's all that really matters. That's what it means to truly pay it forward. And no shade, baby, I'm gonna get my shit. I may not get all of it. I'm gonna get the A and the L. I might not get the other L, but I'm gonna get Al. I'm gonna get something. But anyway, we have 4 chapters to read, and I'm gonna try something different today. Oh, matter of fact, before we even do that, hold on. Let's do this. Boom. All right. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Okay? So with that being said, we have 4 chapters or sections, shall I say, we're going to read before we get to part 8, which is the conclusion of this book. And the 4 that we're going to be reading tonight is, firstly, Receiving Love. The second one is called Divine, and that's a poem. Feeling the Presence of Your Angels, and last but definitely not least, Joy, which is a poem. So this looks like this is going to be a short chapter. At this point, I feel like I should just I'm going to put 7 and 8 together is what I'm going to do. Because we can low-key knock this shit out tonight. Okay? But anyway, I'm going to try something new. I'm going to use this other background instrumental. It's this song called To Summer from Cole, and it's the beginning instrumental part before she sings. It's so nostalgic to me. I feel like a kid in the 90s when I hear it. So what I decided to do was to go in a GarageBand and turn it into a loop, transpose it, slow it down to kind of give it that type of like nostalgic vibe. And I'm going to use that as the background instrumental to test and see how this sounds. Because again, like, we're evolving and we don't know when we're going to evolve. It might be in the middle or towards the end of a damn read through. Like, when you're being open to spirit, you're going to go through the changes, okay? And I'm going to say this before we get into it, okay? There's this analogy called tents and temples. Tents, T-E-N-T-S, and temples, right? Individuals who dwell in temples are in one place. They're stationary. You can't pick the temple up and move it. People have to come to the temple in order to do what they do. Spirit is always flowing, and spirit's not going to always stay in one place. But when you do the tent method, okay, or the viewpoint of the tent experience, okay, that means that the tent is just there temporarily, and when the spirit is ready to pick up and go, you pick up and go. That's how you grow and you evolve and you experience the totality of life. And even I'm learning that. Like I said, every day I don't know what my day is going to bring, but it's going to be something good in there though. And my job is to sit here and figure out what that good thing is, or better yet, just allow it to be. There's been so many things I've been looking at on my phone, just out in my everyday life in nature, that is reminding me that I'm on the right path and the right track, girl. And even though I have a list of omega level blessings that I want to manifest, or shall I say I am manifesting in my life, baby, this first initial omega level one, baby, I'm ready for this one. Because for those of you who do care, if you go back to the genesis of this channel, I have a whole series called the Ego Death series. Back in 2018, I was going through some shit. Okay, it got really scary, it got really dark. And the same feeling I felt when I was younger, when I was being bullied in middle school for being short and being feminine and all that other type of shit. I wanted to take my own life, and I felt that same energy. But this time I'm older, so it kind of hit a little differently. Like, damn, I experienced this shit as a child, and now as an adult I'm experiencing this shit too. Like, is this ever never going to fucking end? But I went through a process. I had a guardian angel. I had an individual come into my life who strengthened my foundation, or helped me, shall I say. Let me say that. Who helped me and inspired me, because it's really my responsibility to strengthen my own foundation of self-love, to where, girl, when you see real shit, I mean real shit, you're never the same again. Once you start loving yourself, you will never be the same again. And one element that I'm learning in this experience that I feel like is universal is that no matter what, we're going to have to learn how to be okay with not knowing what comes next. We're going to have to learn to let shit go. But what we can hold on to is the energy that we are worthy, that we deserve it. And my short leprechaun ass bitch just believes it now, okay? So with that being said, I want y'all to hear a little bit of this new background instrumental loop that I did. Again, I transposed it, and again, no copyright infringement or nothing like that. I didn't make the song, I just flipped it around. We got Queen Spicy. Shout out to you, Miss Spicy. I be seeing you in other chats as well, and I be like, look at Miss Spicy, she's just so nice. I just love me some Spicy. Thank you for rocking with me through all of my creative experiences. Oh, we got Just Kimmy in the building. What's up, Just Kimmy? Wow. Thank you for being here. Thank you. I hope that you enjoy my read through. Now listen, I'm free over here, and I'm human, so that means I'm going to stutter when I read. You know what I'm saying? I might put some words together. Andrew Caldwell might run across. Those who know, who've been here for a while, know. Okay? But I hope that you enjoy my interpretation of this read through. Okay? And again, I encourage y'all to go ahead and go to the genesis of my YouTube channel and look at some of my older videos in reference to my ego death that kind of led me to where I am now. Okay? Like, I want y'all to really do that, because the stuff that they're talking about in this book and that I'm applying to my life, it inspires me so much, because I'm literally taking control of my own life. God, source, universe has everything else already planned for me. The schematics, how it's going to come together, the bigger picture. That's not my job. That's the job of God, source, universe to do. My job is to follow the pieces and be aware. At least that's how I see it. Okay? So anyway, let's listen to this new instrumental real quick, and I want y'all to tell me how I hit. Okay? Hold on one second. Hold on. All right, y'all. How y'all like that? Y'all like that? Y'all like that? That song just, oh my God, it's certain type of music now that just makes me feel good, and I'm just learning to associate that feel good feeling with the things that I desire in my life. But anyway, the first one, because we're reading again part 7 and 8. We gonna just knock this out, okay? I should. Can I edit this shit? Hold on. I'm gonna say part 7 and 8 and put conclusion. Hold on one second. Conclusion. Okay, one second, hold on. Okay, I already did it. Okay, I say the changes. I say the changes. Thank you. Yes, that's a vibe. Okay, come on, Spicy. All right. Can y'all hear me good? Is my Can you still hear the background music some in my voice? Like, I want my voice to be more, of course, a little bit louder than the background music, but does it sound like it's in sync? Because somebody please let me know before we proceed forward, because I want to make sure y'all hear me and catch the vibe, the vibe. I was trying to say it like Snoop Dogg and I failed, whatever. I'm gonna wait till somebody say something. Cause I got these big ass earphones on, so. Oh, I can wait. I ain't got no problem. I'll hit my shit again. Okay, thank you, Spice. I appreciate it. Spice, you the GOAT. You was the GOAT, okay? I know she's probably waiting like, damn, I'm always saying something. Is somebody else gonna say something this time? Shit, I'm doing something. Anyway. Receiving love. Call forth a partner to stand before you. Now, see yourself reaching out to hug that person who has put up walls of protection and send her love, right? The love cannot penetrate those walls. That person has closed herself to receiving. Now, recognize the perfection of her being. Be aware of the smile inside you as the tenseness in you shifts to relaxation. As the person in front of you takes a breath, she opens to receive and becomes aware of the love within. She becomes aware of your acceptance of who she is, and the walls collapse. You have given her the greatest gift of all. You have assisted her in opening to receive the radiance of love from within. Now, as you continue to visualize, you will begin to feel the radiance of the love as it expands, and your own being becomes more aware of its perfection. Like a beautiful dance in motion, the more you see the perfection in another, the more you open yourself to receive the radiance of love. The more you see the perfection in another, the more you open yourself to receive the radiance of love. The more you see the perfection in another, the more you open yourself to receive the radiance of love. Jesus saw only perfection in all things. Many were healed as they acknowledged the radiance of that love. It is as though a figure-8 pattern forms between the two of you. Unity forms between the two of you, Lord. As one opens and receives, the waves of radiance expand, allowing the other to open and receive, creating another wave of radiance. You may find yourself swaying back and forth within the energy. Become conscious of the joy, the sense of expansion and light, giggly feeling building up inside you. When you recognize the perfection of someone else, the love automatically begins to transmute the heavy, distorted energy back into rays of pure light. You feel lighter and in bliss. Oh, if we could only stay that way together. Somebody break up. Oh, turn around and make up. Judgment. What moves us out of this state of being, the one we just read about that made us feel so good, I was feeling it when I was reading it. What moves us out of this state of being? See, when we are filled with love, we feel light, empowered, invincible. Is it possible we are finally becoming aware of our true essence? Have we tapped into the power of our soul? Are we beginning to feel the essence of unconditional love? What great force could move us out of this beautiful energy? There is only one force strong enough to separate you from your connection to the Creator. And y'all want to know what that is? If you was paying attention, you know what it is. Judgment. As you look at situations and conditions around you, you have a choice. Watching with interest or making comparisons. Standing in love or making judgments. Love has a vibration that raises the resonance of your being. Fear, which is a product of judgment, has a vibration that depletes your resonance. As you move into judgment and fear, your being fills with distorted vibrations and you feel heavy and weak. What's going on, Lisa? Lisa, I miss you. It's been a long time since I seen you. When we do this little break and be right back, I'm gonna have to hit my my joint, okay, for you a few times, okay? It's so good to hear you and have you back in the building. It's been a minute. What's that? Okay. As you move into judgment and fear, your being fills with distorted vibrations and you feel heavy and weak. Your mind takes control and you separate from the essence of your soul. Remember, the choice is yours and yours alone. Okay, come on, Olmec. Anybody from the 90s remember what's that show? Legends of the Hidden Temple. That's my shit. I love that show. Okay? The choice is yours, which means you are always in control. You can choose to live in love and joy, or you can choose to live in fear and judgment. High-level wellness is possible only when we move into a state of non-judgment and acceptance of the love that we are. To live a life of non-judgment is to live a life of eternal health. All right? And now we have a poem called Divine. I don't know who it's by. Divine. As my thoughts slip back into the past, I find myself reliving old issues, stuck in limbo with no movements forward. My heart aches in the pain of the judgment of myself and others. There is no love here, only denial of the divinity within. Judgment is the antichrist of my being. Ooh, hold on. Andrew, you be on that BS, but a broken clock is right twice a day. And it's about that time. Give us a Shania.
Shaya. Oh, my Shania. Oh, I feel a Shakani up in here. Oh, I feel a Shakani up.
Okay, that's enough. Okay? Judgment is the antichrist of my being. As I shift my consciousness to the present, okay, and choose to live in a world of non-judgment, my heart smiles, and the radiance lifts the shadows of sadness like fog before sunrise. The eternal flame of love lights my way as I awaken to the divinity within. Let me take a quick sip of water. Hold on 1 second. What the hell? Something done fell. What the hell? Okay. Feeling the Presence of Your Angels by Anne Marie. The angels are with us at all times. They assist us in remembering the divine love within us. They see us as perfect in every way. They guide and assist us, making our journey easier and more joyful. They embrace us in love, allowing us to remove the resonance of disharmony from our being. Have you asked your angels for help that's probably stressed the hell out like, girl, if you just acknowledge me, bitch? Have you hugged on your angels today? Damn. I love to teach people how to perceive their angels and give them a hug. If you choose to, only if you choose to, because again, it's about what you want. So allow me, if you will, to assist you in meeting your angels. First, you must perceive your own energy field and that of another. As the life force energy flows through your being, it emanates outward from the physical body and into your aura. Feel the energy flow in your arm circuit by moving your hands back and forth swiftly, as if you intend to clap them, but do not allow your hands to come together. Holding them apart, slowly bring them towards each other until you feel something between them. You might feel a slight pressure or resistance, a soft breeze, a warmth, or a tingling. It might feel cool, warm, rough, velvety, fluid, etc. Everyone perceives differently. Don't become discouraged if you don't feel anything right away. See, you are opening up a new area of perception for your computer, which is your brain, to analyze. As a child, you learned to identify your world through sense perceptions. The frequencies you saw, you identified as different colors. At first, you recognized all frequencies within a certain spectrum as blue. Later, you were able to become more precise and distinguish between aqua, turquoise, royal blue, navy blue, and sky blue. In the same way, the more you practice identifying what you feel, okay, the more you will be able to feel. Invite others to share these experiences with you. Are these niggas outside racing? What is going on? Stand facing them and hold your hands 4 or 5 inches above your partner's hands. Move your hands up and down. Feel the energy between you. Feel the smile within your being as you perceive the love within your partner. Notice the shift from tension to ease. Notice how the energy instantly expands between your hands. Face your partner and place your hands about 4 or 5 inches in front of their face. Move your hands downward in front of their body, from the top of the head to the waist, feeling the energy, the aura. Ask them what they perceive as you move your hands in front of their body. Now reverse roles. Stand still while your partner feels the energy in your aura from the top of your head to your waist. You will perceive the energy radiating from his hands, or their hands, excuse me. Move away from your partner and ask your angels to stand in front of you. Hold out your hands and ask the angel to place his hands above yours. Feeling the energy from the angel's hands. Feel the energy, from the angel's hands. Feel the joy within your being as you perceive the love of your angel. Reach out and feel the aura of your angel. It may be tall or short, masculine or feminine, cute and cuddly, or wise and noble. Perceive what you can. Some people choose to close their eyes so they can focus on the energies. That's gonna be me. Okay, no shade. The more often you do this, the more you will perceive. Many people have told me that after a few days, they have become more aware of their angels' names and the role they play in their life. Allow the angel to feel your aura and be aware of its touch. Ask your angel to put his arms around you and give you a hug. Be aware of the joy within and feel the waves of energy between you as you begin to rock in the arms of love. Breathe deeply and allow yourself to be filled with the radiance of love. See, everyone has angels. Most have several angels around them at one time because they be a lot. Shit. Call forth 3 angels to come forward at one time. Feel each one's aura and have each give you a hug. Be aware of the difference in their energies and the feelings they invoke. They will remind you of all that you are and all that you can be. We were able to capture the effect of receiving a hug from an angel by means of Kirlian photography. And tell me, they got the page for it, and y'all can't see this, okay? It says please see page 86 in the color insert, girl. They can't see it, I can. And lastly, before we get to part 8 of Awaken to the Healer Within, because we're gonna finish this book tonight, okay? The poem is called Joy and Pain, Sunshine and the Rain. Joy. Joy is love that twinkles, moving you from one situation to another, opening the pathways of discovery into who you are and the gifts that you have buried in the depths of your being. It rises in the morning, waiting to be greeted, still sitting until acknowledged. It awaits. When overshadowed by other emotions, like the sun behind a large cloud, baby, it's still gonna wait. Like an angel wanting to caress you in its wings and share its radiance, it awaits. And that is part 7 of Heal Yourself, okay? And then we have last and definitely not least, part 8. Okay, so we have what? Low key 4 more subsections, and then we are done with this book. Again, y'all, that's why the more open-minded you are, the more that you love yourself, the more that you accept yourself, flaws and all, regardless. Once you start doing that, and again start seeing the perfection in other people, in their spirit, their life changes. And not only does their life change, your life changes too. I've experienced that. That's why I'm loving myself in such a way so I can get to a place of overflow. Because again, for me personally, I was giving and giving and giving and giving, and I did not have healthy boundaries in place to make sure that I'm good. And when it was time for me to receive and time for my cup to be poured into, they didn't want to pour from their cup because their cup was dry the entire time. Again, overflow is what I'm going for. So that no matter what happens outside of me, I will always be aware and know that I have control of what's going on within my own life. Okay? Because again, I came in this bitch by myself. I'm going to leave this bitch by myself. So it's time to get to know who you is, and really well. Okay? Strengthen that foundation. So I just saw this. I'm trying to eat some booty and lip. The universe is gonna bless me one day, because I'm gonna do that one day to somebody podcast. I'm gonna do the same thing. You like that, baby? Okay? Sex magic while you're listening to other magical things. That's what I'm talking about. Okay? But anyway, we're gonna take a quick little break real quick. I'm gonna sip on some water, and we'll be right back. One moment. All right, and we're back. Okay, we're back. If you like the instrumentals that are being played in tonight's live, you can check the description box below. There is a YouTube channel by the name of Cosmic Perspective. They take certain songs and they turn them into like a meditation type of loop with a certain type of high frequency vibration to it. I think this one is Michael Jackson's Heaven Can Wait that's playing in the background. Now, what I did, being BubzDaGawd, is I took it, I transposed it, slowed it down, add other effects to it to kind of give it more of a vibe that complements what I'm doing. Okay, no shade. And again, I ain't getting paid for this shit, so hey, listen, okay? But if you like that instrumental, you can listen to the original one on that channel and listen to more of their instrumentals and meditation loops, because it's absolutely amazing. I love creative energy, always have, and I'm starting to really learn to love it even more, starting with myself, or shall I say rediscovering certain things about myself and seeing it in others. Okay. So if y'all ready, let's get into part 8 of Awaken to the Healer Within. Okay, heal yourself. Let's get it. All right. Oh, thank you, Lisa. Thank you. I appreciate so much. Thank you. Thank you. I'll tell you something about the corny jokes, baby. I love corniness. I love corniness. I love it. I love it. I love it because I know corny shit be real. Okay? I'm just saying. Okay? I love it. My future man gonna be corny. We gonna be corny together. We gonna be like Kim Parker. You damn right. Praise him. Okay. This section is called soul breathing. Okay? Soul, breathing of the soul. As you hugged your angel, you experienced receiving the radiance of love into your being. Now, let us take this one step further by allowing the individual cells in our body to let down their barriers and receive the love they crave. So, the other section we read was more about hugging your angel and understanding the frequency and the vibration of what love feels like, to be able to feel it outside of you. Now it's time for you to redirect that energy into you, and this is where the miracles happen. This is where the healings happen. This is where the creative ideas come to life. This is where you get to participate in being a co-creator. Okay? I'm gonna read that part again in the beginning because I want y'all to really grasp this, okay? And even I'm being reminded, okay? As you hugged your angel, you experienced receiving the radiance of love into your being. Now, let us take this one step further by allowing the individual cells in our body to let down their barriers and receive the love they crave. Meditation has been used for centuries to raise the resonance of love within the being and raise the consciousness to accept still more. When we meditate, we focus on love going through our being. Some of the cells are open to receive. However, the consciousness or mind of many of the cells, is closed. Let me read that again. When we met, I'll start here, girl, because I was trying to read before that. Some of the cells are open to receive. However, the consciousness or mind of many of the cells is closed. The cells are holding their breath, holding their walls of protection in place. It is like sending the love of light through a hose instead of a sponge. The concept that I use to get the cells to drop their walls and breathe in the radiance of love is called soul breathing. Soul breathing is the soul in every cell breathing the radiance of love. The soul breath, to soul breathe, to breathe your soul. Feel the embrace of your angel, right, as before, and breathe. At the same time, feel that smile within you, anything that makes you feel good. That's why this music and everything, anything that makes your soul smile, or just, you'll feel it. You will feel it. You will really feel it in your solar plexus. You will feel that like heart drop energy. That's what you need to hold on to. That's the smile. Okay? Feel the smile within and notice the shift from tenseness to ease. And again, breathe. When you feel the smile within, the shift, you acknowledge the radiance of your inner being. As you take a conscious breath, the cells awaken to receive, allowing your body to regenerate, rejuvenate, and reverse the aging process. That's probably why my short ass is a leprechaun, okay? If you find yourself unconsciously rocking your body back and forth, the rhythm of your being has changed. Your breathing may appear to be deeper and may even feel as though you are breathing from the depths of your pelvis and from outside your body, okay? I want someone to snatch my soul out the same way. Ikadashanya. As you repeatedly soul breathe, you will feel grounded, and at the same time, your conscious awareness continues to expand. Using soul breathing allows you to transcend into a new dimension of love, bringing heaven unto earth through your physical existence. Ooh, I like that. Now, harmonic synchronistic attunement. Andrew Caldwell is really trying me, man. When you consciously soul breathe several times a day, your regular breathing will become soul breathing. As your cells open up to receive the radiance of love, you will become aware of the disharmonies within your body. Now remember, different parts of your body may have separated themselves with barriers during emotional and physical stress. Each part of the body can be doing its own thing, like the players in an orchestra tuning up before a concert. As long as each instrument does its own thing, the discordance is unnerving. Until the orchestra leader, you, takes control and they begin to play in harmony, you will not be aware of the beautiful music that is possible. As you open each part of your body to receive the radiance of love, it will become attuned to the rhythm of your being. You may go through your entire body one part at a time, paying special attention to those parts in the greatest disharmony. I suggest that you begin with the heart. Breathe until you feel the energy of joy radiating in the heart and expanding throughout your body. As you focus on the heart, remember to feel the embrace of your angel and to breathe. At the same time, feel the smile within you and breathe. Follow the smile, the shift into relaxation as it travels through your body and joins the radiance of your aura. As the heart takes a breath, the rhythm in the body changes and your whole being feels lighter as distorted frequencies are transmuted in the radiance of love. Using the exercise above, continue to go through the body, focusing on each individual part. you may use the following list. Okay, and they got a list of some shit here, okay? Collarbone, sternum, breasts, ribs, shoulders, upper arms, elbows, forearms, wrists, hands, skull and facial bones, brainstem, spine, tailbone, hips, sacrum, public bone, or supposed to be pubic bone, but it says public. That's not me, that's in the book. Thighs, knees, calves, ankles, feet, legs, chest, lungs, abdomen, stomach, and lower abdomen. Organs. If you wish, focus on each organ separately or collectively as a group. Glands. Focusing on the general location of the individual glands is sufficient. Thymus gland, okay? One of the most important, yet the least considered gland in the body, located above the heart and 2 or 3 inches below the base of the throat. Pineal, pituitary, and hypothalamus glands, found near the center of the brain. Thyroid, located in the neck, throat area. Adrenals, just above the kidneys on either side of the small of the back. Pancreas, in the abdomen, slightly left of the middle. Ovaries or testes, okay? A short session of soul breathing can lead to many changes in your body. After a session, walk around and be aware of the adjustment your body has made. Take note of the changes that you are aware of. Does your body feel less dense? Are you standing straighter? Are you walking differently? Does your body feel different in other ways? If you were in pain, has it decreased? Each part of the body is connected to the whole. What affects one area affects another. When one area takes a breath, others will awaken with it. It is not necessary for you to know anatomy. When you feel the smile, the shift to relaxation, you are opening energy channels and allowing the radiance of love to expand. As you soul breathe, the intelligence of the body takes over and directs the energy where it needs to go. Consciously soul breathing several times a day will do wonders for your total well-being. Only love can heal, okay? Reach out and touch somebody's hand. You may desire to focus on certain areas of your body for specific reasons, or you may want to know when certain areas of your body put up walls for protection. For this reason, we have included the following chart, and it has this chart here. So one side says energy barriers, other says cause of barrier, deals with and affected areas of the body. So I'm going to read. First of all, how long does it live? Ooh. This is quite a lot. We gonna do it, because again, I'm sharing the information. If you want it, you gonna get it. It's for the motherfuckers that want it, okay? Energy barrier, let's say start with adrenals. Adrenals. Let's say adrenals, Andrew. Adrenals, cause of barrier, the shock of death causes that barrier. It deals with circulation, detoxing, and lymph. And the affected areas of the body is hips and glands. Ankles, the energy barrier of ankles, cause of that barrier is the fear of life. It deals with stability and enthusiasm for life. And the affected areas of the body are the feet, immune system, and spleen. And I guess for the ankles, the left one, if the energy barrier is on the left one, the cause of that barrier is experiencing loss. It deals with overly cautious fluids, and the areas affected are the lymph, connective tissue. If it's the right ankle, cause of barrier is feeling unsafe. It deals with life potential and regeneration and joy, and the affected areas are the sinus and hips. energy barrier of the brainstem, cause of barrier, emotional over death. Deals with control centers and flexibility. The affected areas are the tailbone and the sternum. Energy barrier of the breast, cause of barrier, not feeling nurtured. It deals with overweight and reproduction, and the affected areas of the body is the sinus, lungs, and sternum. Now for calves, in general, cause of barrier, feeling restricted, deals with elimination and fluid transport. Affected areas of the body is the intestinal tract and the colon. If it is the left calf, the cause of barrier is the fear of moving on. Deals with boundaries, physical restrictions, and fluids. The affected area is the connective tissue and the intestines, okay? If it's the right calf, the cause of barrier is disempowered, being disempowered. Deals with weakness, muscle fatigue, and detoxing. Affected areas are the muscles and connective tissue. This is going to be a list, baby. If you feel something on the list, baby, say ouch. If not, thank the Lord, okay? Collarbone, okay? Cause of barrier is feeling disempowered, okay? Deals with mineral distribution and hormone balance. Affected area is the pubic bone. Energy barrier of the colon, okay, the colon. Cause of barrier is feeling of not being wanted. It deals with, of course, elimination, and affected areas of the body is blood and bones. Now for elbows in general, the cause of barrier is screaming. Deals with cushioning, emotional pain, and overweight. Affected areas of the body is the diaphragm and lymph. If it is your left elbow, okay, cause of barrier, traumatic blow to the body. Deals with cushioning pain, structural alignment. Affected areas are connective tissue, skin, and it says CNS. I don't know what the hell CNS is, but girl, it's there. If it's the right elbow, okay, that is the acute illness or high fever, deals with being flexible, and affected area is the bones. If the energy barrier is on your feet, cause of barrier is being disempowered, deals with vital organs and circulation. Affected area, ankles, connective tissue. Now for your forearms in general, okay, cause of barrier is resisting change, deals with freedom to move. Affected area of the body is joints. If it is your left one, feeling insecure and unsafe. Metabolism and utilization of nutrients and the body parts affected is the abdomen and bones. If it is your right forearm, okay, cause a barrier, feeling threatened. It deals with detoxing, reaching out for assistance, and the affected area is fingers, hands, and lymph. If it is your hands, girl, the cause of barrier is during depression, deals with ability to receive love. An affected area of the body, it can affect the whole damn body. That's what it says. It didn't say damn, but it affects the whole body. Okay, we got some more. If it is your heart, girl, the cause of barrier is losing the love for life, love of my life. It deals with energy, body rhythms, and patterns, and the affected area is the thymus. If it's on your hips, girl, your backbone slip, the cause of barrier is afraid to move. It deals with movement and stamina. Affected area, sacrum, legs, brainstem. If it is your hypothalamus, the sense of being tormented is the barrier. Deals with oxygenation, blood transport, and fluids. It affects your heart and your lungs. If it is your knees in general, the cause of barrier is frozen in terror. Deals with stability and breathing. Affected areas is the diaphragm and the elbows. If it is your left knee, girl, cause of barrier is the weeping, okay, you're crying. Deals with blood and oxygen transport, and affected areas is the diaphragm, the hips, and the lungs. If it is your right knee, cause of barrier is trembling, okay, deals with metabolism and adrenaline. Affected areas is the adrenals, blood vessels, lymph. If it is your liver, cause of barrier, feeling abandoned and alone, deals with life potential. Affected areas are heart and lungs. If it's your lungs, girl, cause of barrier is the fear of dying. Deals with enthusiasm for life, okay? It affects heart, ribs, and sternum. If it's your pancreas, Okay. Barrier is shattered emotions, deals with freedom and letting go. Affected areas are heart, thymus, and glands. If it is the pelvic cradle, okay, the cradle of life, barrier is when feeling shame, deals with reproduction, urination, and sexual response. Affected area is bladder, uterus, and prostate. If it is your pubic bone, the barrier is emotional distress. It deals with hormone balance and menstruation. Affected areas are the collarbone, uterus, and the bladder. If it is your ribs, the barrier is in stress over relationships, deals with blood and oxygen flow, cardiovascular. Affected areas is the sternum, blood vessels. If it is the sacrum, the barrier in fear of something that is terrifying, deals with flexibility and fluids. Affected area is hips, back, and sternum. If it is your shoulders in general, the barrier feeling sorry for self. It deals with body rhythm, strength, accepting self. Affected area is the collarbone and the vertebrae. If it is your left shoulder, girl, the barrier is in panic, deals with breathing, transfer of oxygen, and weight. Affected area is lungs and the red blood cells. If it is your right shoulder, the barrier is taking the responsibility of others. Okay, it deals with blood, sugar, and lipids. All right, and it affects carotid arteries. I said corduroy, carotid arteries, pancreas, and spleen. Let's get into the shoulder blades. We're talking about the shoulders. Let's get into the blades of it. In general, the barrier is in deep emotional pain. It deals with pivot point of emotional reactions and affects the areas of the connective tissue, sinus, and skin. If it's your left shoulder blade, feeling physical abuse, deals with the digestion and utilization of protein. Affected area is the stomach, spleen, and the hair. If it is your right shoulder blade, the barrier is feeling hurt. It deals with self-esteem, flexibility, tenacity. Affected areas are bodily fluids. And we on the last page. We almost done, girl. We almost done. If it's your spleen, okay, the cause of barrier is pain of rejection. Deals. Did I put the loop back on? I didn't put the damn loop back on. Excuse me. I'm sorry. If it's your sternum, okay. Did I say spleen yet? I'm gonna do it. If I said it, say it again twice. Spleen, cause of barrier, pain of rejection, deals with organization. Affected areas is the immune system and blood. If it's your sternum, cause of barrier, first encounter of emotional abuse. It deals with the ability to receive love, and the affected areas are the heart, liver, and abdomen. Energy barrier of the stomach, cause of barrier, affected by negativity, deals with metabolism, utilization of nutrients, and affects bones, brain, and the colon. Energy barrier from the tailbone, the barrier is feeling powerless against intimidation, deals with fear of unknown, aging, rejuvenation. Affected areas are the sacrum and the brain stem. Now let's get into them thighs, some thick thighs, girl. If it's your thighs in general, the cause of barrier is emotional distress. It deals with the immune system, joy, strength. The affected areas is hips, muscles, spleen. If it's your left thigh, cause of barrier, lack of emotional strength, deals with moving forward. Affected areas are pubic bone and calves. If it's your right thigh, cause of barrier is frustration. It deals with security and life potential. Affected areas are ankles, ovaries, and the male genitals. If it is your thymus, cause of barrier is perceiving that all things die. Deals with weight, life potential, and aging. And the affected areas are the body regulators. If it's upper arms in general, we got a few more. We done. We almost there. I'm proud of y'all. Okay, cause of barrier is physically forced against will. It deals with breathing and self-esteem. The affected areas of the body are the ribs, the diaphragm, and the lungs. If it's the left upper arm, the cause of barrier is feeling betrayed. It deals with reaching out and trusting. Affected areas are the lining of stomach and intestines. If it's your right upper arm. Okay, the cause of barrier is when shamed into disempowerment. When shamed into disempowerment, it deals with reaching out and receiving, and it affects the muscles and abdomen. If it's your vertebrae, okay, well, I guess it goes down to vertebrae. If it's your cervical vertebrae, the cause of barrier is feeling hurt. It deals with veins and arteries and oxygen transport, and the affected areas are each cervical, thyroid, and pineal. If it is thoracic, I'm gonna say thoric, girl. It is what it is. Thoracic, whatever that is. If it's the thor part, okay, no, where's the hammer? Cause of barrier is feeling emotionally weakened. It deals with control centers of the body, and the affected area are the ribs. If it is the lumbar vertebrae, the cause of barrier is feeling the burden of responsibility. Deals with strength, passing of fluids, and stamina. Affected areas of the body are legs, lower back, and sacrum. We got 3 more. The wrist. In general, the cause of barrier is worrying. It deals with moving freely, and affected areas of the body are face, nerves, forearms. If it's your left wrist, the cause of barrier is feeling devastated. It deals with energy levels, and the affected areas are the right wrist, blood, and lymph. It is your right wrist, girl. So your right wrist just fucked up in the game. Cause of barrier, aquasizing. I think that's what it says. Aquasizing. Oh Lord, I hope that it would sound like. Look like aquasizing or aquaticizing. Getting acquainted to hopelessness. Okay. It deals with freedom of hands to manifest desires, and the affected area is tendons, joints, and the cartilage. Okay. Now, how many minutes we got left? Hold on. Look here. Hold on. Woo. Okay, we got 3 more subsections. Okay. This one. Thoracic. That's why I love you, Spice. Thank you so much. Oh, shout out to Lisa. I'm about to cry, Lisa. See, let me tell you something. When you love yourself, you cannot make this up. When you start loving yourself, the universe will work in your favor. And I know I'm in my stuff because this type of stuff that I'm doing, this is what I really want to do. I want to be able to, and I'm getting to that point to where I have nothing but just freedom to create, to give back, to also enjoy my shit, but also to give back to other people in ways that, matter of fact, let's talk about love, girl. This next subsection is called Love Heals. Okay, let's talk about that real quick. Listen. See, you talking about that smiling feeling? I had that smiling feeling before, but when you see certain manifestations happen out of the ether, out of nowhere, out of you wasn't looking for it, you ain't know how it was gonna come about, you just doing your own thing, but you know, and the power that I'm flexing right now, oh baby, y'all can too. Y'all can too. This is not nothing exclusive to BubzDaGawd, girl. This is exclusive to humanity, which means that we all get a piece. I'm getting mine. I want you to get yours. So again, shout out to Lisa for what she just did, baby. I'm shooketh. Okay? Love heals. There is nothing more powerful than the word God. Okay? It is the universe. And again, the way I interpret it, God is just another name for what this energy source is called. If it does all things, it's going to appear as God. It's about what that God means to you individually. That's what it means. What does God mean for you? Okay? It is the stars. It is love. It is the food that you can eat and the air that you breathe. It is every cell in your body, the energy that flows within you. It is the expression of the Creator, and guess what? It is you. Allow yourself to be who. Allow yourself. Allow. That's also being conscious in the situation. Allow yourself to be who you are, because you see, you are the universe of your being. When you come to the end of your busy day, right? Reflect on all that you have accomplished. For each day, you grow from your experiences. Whether you spent the day at work, playing golf, knitting, going to a play, planting flowers, scrubbing the floor, okay, doodle brown, caring for the cheering, a trip to the zoo, caring for a friend in need, meditating, or in prayer, no matter what that expression looks like, you have grown. It is all part of your spiritual journey. It is how the soul grows. No experience is greater or less important than another. Bless your day. Okay, bless your day. Bless your teachers. They are your family, your friends, those with whom you've had a brief encounter. For each has brought you a message. Each has interacted with you in your life experience. Take the value of each experience, for it's the foundation on which the soul grows. There has been much written about the healing, but all the words, all the thoughts, all the meanings can be expressed in 2 words. Love heals. Now we're going to get into some affirmations, because affirmations is a powerful thing, especially when you repeat them, because your subconscious mind does not know the difference between what's the true reality. And that's how you can condition your own mind, okay? So we got 2 more chapters or subsections, and the affirmations one's going to be kind of lengthy, so let me take a quick little sip. We almost done, y'all. We almost done. The affirmations. And if you find an affirmation that resonates with you, okay? If you find something that makes your soul smile on the inside or just hits you in your spirit, go back in this live read through and listen to that and repeat it again. In order for you to know the truth, you have to apply it to your own life. We got to get out of trying to apply it outside of ourselves only. Start with you. What did Michael Jackson say, girl? In Man, with the song "Man in the Mirror"? Man in the mirror, not "and the mirror." Man in the mirror. That's why I'm starting with who? Me. The affirmations. Corny and all, short and all, girl. Get into all the blessings. All the affirmations in this book are listed here for your easy reference, should you choose to review them from time to time. It would be inappropriate to ask others to read the affirmations if they do not first understand their purpose and intent. Allow them to experience the healing as you have, correct? Following each affirmation, take a full, relaxing breath, inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your mouth. Feel the joy radiating from your heart to every part of your being. Establishing the intent to move on. If this is we're starting with the affirmation. The first one is establishing intent to move forward. Whatever that sounds like for you, if you're ready to go to the next level or go somewhere different, repeat this affirmation. Whatever is interfering with my free will choice or my ability to move forward in life according to my heart's destiny, I now choose to release. So be it. Remember to take full, deep, relaxing breaths, inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your mouth. If there is anything interfering with your free will choice, do you choose to be free? Okay? Removing entities from the divine love that flows through my being. Whatever is in my auric field that is interfering with my free will choice, whether it is here with or without my permission, I now command in the name of the Creator and from the divine love that flows through my being in love and peace, that it now go to the nucleus of its being. Go in peace. So be it. Removing entities and clearing property. I call forth Archangel Michael to stand at the head of my property, and Archangel Raphael to stand at the foot. I ask now that you spread your golden wings and sweep my property of any entities that are interfering with my free will choice of myself or my property. Whether they are here with or without my permission, I ask that they now be removed by you, taken to the nucleus of your being, never to return. So be it. Transmuting toxic metals and toxic residue. From the divine love that flows through my being, surround my soul with your divine light. Allow now that your divine light, your light of love, your light of healing, your light of protection, your light of power and wisdom become a permanent part of every molecule of the toxic metals in my body now and throughout my lifetime. I also include all toxic residues on all levels of my being now and throughout my lifetime, through all time and space and beyond. Allow now that they resonate at the highest frequency of unconditional love. Allow no negative thoughts or harmful energies to enter, only the purest and the highest. And no one shall change this affirmation until I do so of my own free will choice. So be it. Before a change can take place, you must first make a commitment to change your life. Declaring my intent. It is my desire to be well, whole, and perfect in mind, body, and soul. Preparing to receive healing from the divine love that flows through my being. It is my intent that all affirmations I say this day and each day reflect through all time and space and beyond and on all levels of my being. I now call forth the nucleus of my being, the very core of my wholeness, to integrate with me in unconditional love in mind, body, and soul, to accept this healing. So be it. Integrating all aspects of being. From the divine love that flows through my being, I call forth all aspects of my being that are tethered to the earth to stand before me as I stand before you in love. I ask you now to integrate with me in unconditional love. I call forth all aspects of my being to stand before all other aspects of my being. I ask you now to forgive all aspects, to accept forgiveness, and to release all bonds between you, except that of unconditional love. I ask you to join me now as I embrace you in love to move through all time. I now call forth the fragments of my being, joyfully united, to move through all time in peace and harmony. So be it. removing interfering energies and the shadow of fear. From the divine love that flows through my being, whatever laws I have owned, whatever beliefs I may hold, whatever vows I have made, whatever contracts or agreements I have made, and those I have made them with, through all time and space and beyond, and on all levels of my being that have created these judgments within my being that are not bringing me happiness and joy, now, of my own free will choice, I release. Goodbye and God bless. I now call forth the angels of divine perfection to assist me in restoring myself and my property, past, present, and future, and the elementals attached to that property, all to its divine perfection, all of its divine perfection. I call forth the shadow of fear, including all laws, judgments, and fears relating to it, as well as all property that I own, past, present, and future, to stand before me now as I stand before you in love. I ask you now to forgive me as I forgive you. I thank you for the lessons that we have shared. I now choose to release all bonds between us except those of unconditional love. And I now choose to transmute those laws, judgments, fears, and property into unconditional love. I bid you go in peace, so be it. Removing other interfering energies, okay? They're trying to get all that shit up out you, okay? I call forth Archangel Michael to stand at the head of my soul and Archangel Raphael to stand at the foot. I ask that you spread your golden wings and surround my soul with light, love, and protection. I ask now, anything that is interfering with my free will choice, whether it has been placed there with or without my permission, be it thought forms, monitors, restrictions, bindings, anything at any level of my being, through all time and space and beyond, remove it now. Take it to a place of your choosing and dispose of it according to your will, never to return. I also call forth anything that has been severed or altered in any form at any level of my being through all time and space and beyond to be reconnected and aligned in divine perfection. For now, I choose to be whole. At this time, I ask that the umbilical cord of life that attaches my soul to all other souls now be brought forth, and any darkness that lies within the umbilical cord of life also be called forth, to be loved and honored, for it has served me well in my journey. But I choose to be well, whole, and perfect in mind, body, and soul. And I choose to replace that darkness with the pure light of unconditional love, to be enfolded once again into my being as I now move forward in my journey. I thank you, Archangels Michael and Raphael, for your loving presence. I bid you go in peace and ask only that you leave with me the essence of your love and your protection to surround my soul as I move forward in my journey. So be it. Removing interfering relationship entities. I want to hear this one. From the divine love that flows through my being, whatever is in my auric field and the auric fields of my relationships, with individuals, with groups, with the earth, with the universe and with the Creator, and on all levels of my being throughout all time and space and beyond that is interfering with my free will choice. Whether it is here with or without my permission, I now command in the name of the Creator and from the Lord God of my being, in light and love, that it now go to the nucleus of its being. Go in peace. So be it. Now we about to go ahead and do affirmations that help to release some chakra points. Is y'all ready? So releasing laws and judgment, which is the first chakra. From the divine love that flows through my being, whatever laws I have owned, whatever beliefs I may hold, whatever vows I have made, whatever contracts or agreements I have made, and those I have made them with, through all time and space and beyond, and on all levels of my being, that have created these judgments within my being that are not bringing me happiness and joy. Now, of my own free will choice, I release. Goodbye and God bless. So be it. Releasing fears, dealing with the second chakra. From the divine love that flows through my being, whatever fears I may have, I know I have experienced them before. And since I have known them before, I choose not to experience them again. Come on now. I now choose to forgive all my fears and all my reactions to those fears. So be it. Reclaiming my power, the third chakra. From the divine love that flows through my being, I love and honor those who have placed their power over me. But I now choose to return their power to them. I now reclaim my birthright, and I reclaim my power, and I will not relinquish it again. So be it. You cannot acknowledge love for the Creator and deny its creation in the same breath. Ooh. Self-worth, which is dealing with the fourth chakra. From the divine love that flows through my being, I declare my values, my worth, for I am worthy of being loved and of loving others, because what you see is what you get. I said what you see is what you get now, baby. So be it. Okay? Now, baby, they gonna knock all this out because it says communicating with being, that's the fifth chakra. Seeing and hearing God in all things, that's the sixth chakra. And the divinity within, which is the seventh chakra, girl. The three higher chakras. Okay? From the divine love that flows through my being, with these lips, okay, I speak God in all things. With these ears, I hear God in all things. And with these eyes, I see God in all things. I now command my crown chakra to be open and bring forth to me those laws I have owned through all time and space and beyond that have created these judgments that have not brought me joy. Bring them forth before me now so that I may see them and release them. So be it. Affirmation for the desires of your heart, okay? From the divine love that flows through my being, I open my mind, body, and soul and ask that you fill my being with your infinite love, your infinite healing, your infinite protection, your infinite power and wisdom. I now call forth my grand adventure in feelings and emotion and all things that come in light and love that will bring me happiness and joy, so be it. And I resonate with that one, baby, because the way I'm feeling, baby, I'm ready for the desires of my heart to hit me, okay? You may choose to add any specific affirmations that you feel are appropriate for you at this time. If either of the following 2 affirmations meet your desires at this time, you may choose them. So again, you can still remix this and make it your own. You see how BubzDaGawd make it his own and it's working? Put your little stank on it, okay? Put your little thou wow on there, okay? Put your own unique fingerprint on there, okay? You only got one unique fingerprint. You might as well use it and flex it. Calling forth my prosperity. From the divine love that flows through my being, I call forth my abundance and prosperity in all forms that will bring me happiness and joy, so be it. Calling forth a sharer. From the divine love that flows through my being, I call forth a sharer, one who is my equal, who will grow as I grow, that we may grow together, so be it. Okay, I like that one. Affirmation for the mind. From the divine love that flows through my being, I give my mind permission to give me reason and logic, but I do not give it permission to tell me what to do, so be it. I like that one. Okay, I'm in control. I'm the daddy. I'm grown, okay? Releasing control patterns. From the divine love that flows through my being, whatever laws that I have owned regarding my control patterns, through all time and space and beyond, and on all levels of my being, I now choose to release, so be it. Affirmations in reference to transmuting thought forms and thought patterns. This is a really good one as well. From the divine love that flows through my being, I call forth all my thought forms and thought patterns through all time and space and beyond, and on all levels of my being, to stand before me now as I stand before you, in love. I now choose to transmute my thought forms and thought patterns into unconditional love. I now call forth only those thought forms and thought patterns that will bring me joy, so be it. Filling my being with love. I was about to bust out of old, but I now command that all voids of my being, through all time and space and beyond, and on all levels of my being, now be filled with unconditional love, so be it. Transmuting the shadows of my being. From the divine love that flows through my being, I call forth the shadows of my being, on all levels of my being, okay, through all time and space and beyond, to stand before me now as I stand before you in love. I thank you for the lessons we have shared, but I now choose to transmute these shadows into unconditional love, so be it. Releasing addictions. From the divine love that flows through my being, I call forth my addictions to stand before me now. I thank you for the lessons that we have shared, but I now choose to release all bonds between us, except for that of unconditional love. I release these addictions to the light. I choose to reclaim my power, my time, okay? And I will not relinquish it again, so be it. Releasing boundaries and limitations. From the divine love that flows through my being, all laws that I have owned regarding my boundaries and limitations through all time and space and beyond, and on all levels of my being, I release. I declare that I have no boundaries and limitations and give myself permission to be all that I am, to stand in my truth in unconditional love with no judgment of myself or of others. I honor all others for the journey they have chosen, but I now choose to be the observer and not the participator, if that is what I choose in the moment. So be it. Where it calls for a person's name, whoever they are, okay? If you're calling for a specific person, include those with whom you have a close relationship, such as parents, siblings, spouse, relationships, business or personal, children, and etc. Okay? So you're trying to release bonds from certain people, make sure you insert their name, okay? Releasing bonds from the divine love that flows through my being. All souls, elementals, and thought forms that I call forth this day. It is my intent that all aspects of their souls and all aspects of my soul be present, and that this reflect through all time and space and beyond, and on all levels of our being. I call forth the nucleus of our beings, the core of our wholeness, to participate in this healing. From the divine love that flows through my being, I call forth, insert their name, to stand before me as I stand before you in love. I ask now that you forgive me as I forgive you. I embrace you in love, and I thank you for the lessons that we have shared, but I now choose to release to the light all bonds between us except that of unconditional love. I bid you go in peace, so be it. After calling forth those names you desire, conclude with the following. Forgiveness. From the divine love that flows through my being, I now call forth all souls, elementals, and thought forms to stand before me as I stand before you in love. I ask now that you forgive me as I forgive you. I embrace you in love, and I thank you for the lessons that we have shared, but I now choose to release to the light all bonds between us except that of unconditional love. I bid you go in peace, so be it. I release to the light at this time absolutely everything that is not of the light on any dimension, within any part of my body, my mind, and my soul, within the nucleus of my being. I am at one with God at this time, so be it. Remembering my creativity and divinity. From the divine love that flows through my being, I call forth my angels to stand before me now as I stand before you in love. I ask you now to assist me in remembering my creativity and my divinity. I ask that you bring this forth in a manner that will bring joy to my heart and a smile to my lips. I look forward to your presence always, so be it. Aligning the being in perfection. From the divine love that flows through my being, in the name of the Creator, and from the divine love that flows through my being, I command that every cell in my body and every vibration of my being align itself in divine perfection, for I desire to be all that I am. I choose to be all that I am. I am all that I am. And I now call forth my identity in divine perfection, so be it. Acknowledging my creation. From the divine love that flows through my being, I call forth every cell in my body and every vibration of my being to stand before me now as I stand before you in love. I acknowledge my love for you. I acknowledge the hard work that you have performed for me to support me in my journey. And I now choose and I ask of you that you align yourself with the nucleus of my being in divine perfection and according to my heart's desire, and integrate with me once again in mind, body, and soul as I move forward now in my journey. So be it. To establish new thought patterns, repeat the following affirmations each day for the next 21 days. Establishing new patterns. From the divine love that flows through my being and the nucleus of all that I am, I reaffirm the affirmations supporting my choice to be well, whole, and perfect in mind, body, and soul. So be it. If you are in a relationship, whether it be personal, family, or business, their distorted energies can interfere with your relationship. You may choose to clear those interfering energies by asking those involved, if there is anything interfering with our relationship, may I say a prayer to clear it? If you receive their permission, you may go into your quiet space and silently, but aloud, say the following affirmation on their behalf. Clearing relationship entities. I now call forth, insert their name, to stand before me as I stand before you in love. On your behalf, I offer you this prayer to accept or reject according to your free will choice. From the divine love that flows through my being, whatever laws I have owned, whatever beliefs I may hold, whatever vows I have made, whatever contracts or agreements I have made, and those I have made them with, through all time and space and beyond, and on all levels of my being, that have created these judgments within my being that are not bringing me happiness and joy, I now choose to release. Goodbye and God bless. I now call forth the angels of divine perfection to assist me in restoring myself and my property, past, present, and future, and the elementals attached to that property, all to its divine perfection. I call forth the shadow of fear, including all laws, judgments, and fears relating to it, as well as all properties that I own, past, present, and future, to stand before me now as I stand before you in love. I ask you now to forgive me as I forgive you. I thank you for the lessons that we have shared, but I now choose to release all bonds between us, except for that of unconditional love. I now choose to transmute those laws, judgments, fears, and property into unconditional love. I bid you go in peace. So be it. And that is the end of the affirmation section. So again, if any of these affirmations kind of resonated with you, you can go back and you can listen to the affirmations. And if you want to buy this book for yourself, in the description box below is a link to it. It's an amazing read, and again, that's why I love reading, and also reading things twice, because sometimes you gotta be reminded. Okay, you have to be. And we get into the last subsection, which is going to be very short. It's only 2 pages. Interpreting auric colors, because we're going to talk about colors, okay, and color interpretation that will be able to help us. That's why, like, even with my LED lights, I always keep it on green. I used to have it on blue, but now I have it on green because I associate it with the heart chakra. So all the love, and it's also the color of money, currency, abundance. Okay. Interpreting auric colors. There are several interpretations used relating to the colors of auric field around the body. This is understandable because it is reported that there may be as many as 1,000 or more layers to the auric field, and each layer would relate to a different aspect of your being. I have consulted with a professional therapist who works with auras and can visually see them. The following are her comments. There are many factors to be considered when interpreting the aura. Therefore, the descriptions listed below are general in nature and not intended as a diagnostic tool. The auric photos will show several specific points. The heart center varies from mild to intense energy and may reflect a different color than any other parts of the aura. Reminder: references to left or right refers to the colors on your left while physically sitting down, and not those showing on the photo as you look at it. Left side, future. The color of your left side is normally the vibration coming into your being. The closer it is to you, the sooner it will be felt. In a few moments, a few hours, or as long as a few months. Center, which deals with experience. The color seen over your head is what you experience for yourself now. It is the color that would best describe you. If the color is high, it could mean aspirations or what you wish to be. The right side, dealing with your expression. The color on your right side is traditionally the energy being expressed, the vibrational frequency most likely seen or felt by others around you. Many times your friends will think that this is the energy of which you are made. However, it is what you are putting out into the world. The aura is not necessarily seeing single distinct colors, but rather a combination of shades. What's up, Queen Amber? What's going on? I hope all is well. Sending love to you as well. Different combinations would be interpreted differently. Here are the colors as seen through the eyes of one therapist. Red. Intense, powerful emotion. Anger, inflammation, physical problems in an active state. Orange. Reflects emotional more than physical and may reflect sexual arousal. Orange by itself is not considered a problem color, but intermixed with yellow becomes problematic. Intense red-orange is intense passion, not to be confused with pure red, which is problematic. Yellow. Yellow is not a healthy color. It is the first stage of problematic colors. There are many shades of yellow. The lighter shades are less problematic. The more intense the shade, the more problematic. Yellow can indicate stress and a depletion of your energy. It could also reflect fear or emotional or physical stress. Violet, a very high spiritual healing energy. Green. Emerald green is an intense, healthy healing color. However, intermixed with yellow indicates problems still exist. This combination should not be seen as a problem, but rather the problem being resolved, as indicated by the healing energies of green. Blue. Blue is a very healthy color. The lighter the blue, or the more white light that has entered, the greater the movement toward the higher spiritual energies. A darker blue may be interpreted as defensiveness, less openness, a way to protect yourself, but it is not a negative color. Blue, or any shade of blue, is a positive color. White indicates purity, high level of spiritual vibrations. Gold, not normally seen in this type of photography, but interpreted as someone special who is about to do, is doing, or has done something special of a higher vibration. I mentioned the color here because I note that some soft pastel yellows may also be seen as shade of gold. Gold is considered to be on the same high level as white. Bright white or blue balls of light, seen over and to the left of the person, it reflects the clear higher vibrations and the absence of distorted energy patterns. And lastly, translucence. Many auras are so dense that you could barely see the person within the aura. Others, for example, Anne Marie and Rich, the individuals who created this book, have translucent auras. I usually see this only in those who have been taking the harmonic vibrational essences, and so I can see this as being on a higher vibrational level. I can tell how long a person has been on the harmonic vibrational essences by the translucence of the aura. And note, the aura is not an indicator that one person is more spiritual than another. Everyone is perfect and in the right place on their spiritual journey. The aura is in a continuing state of change according to our emotions and experiences in the moment. It is also a confirmation of the change that has taken place as shown on the photograph. And y'all, we have reached the end of Awaken to the Healer Within. All I can say, do, okay, is that love is a powerful thing. And when you start taking control of your life, which means you take control of your thoughts and your emotions, you start being aware of the patterns that were destroying you and throwing a wrench in them to stop it, to reverse it, and to now take that energy and put it into you in a more healthier, vibratory, aligned way. Baby, it is a life that you probably can't even describe in words. It's something that you simply have to experience. And like I said, for me, I'm 32 years old, very excited about life. And I thought that the only way I was going to be excited about life is if I had a romantic partner to share it with. And I'm going to still receive that. But I'm going to show up as the best version of myself because I'm growing and I'm evolving, and my partner needs to be that way as well. But most importantly, I'm excited about me and seeing what I can do, what I can manifest, what I can accomplish. And I just want to share this information with anyone who it resonates with. Like, no matter what's going on in your life, no matter the circumstance, okay, you will always have the power to change your life. All that is required is your belief. And the system we live in today teaches us or indoctrinate us to put our belief in something outside of us as opposed to inside of ourselves. It's been taught as something evil and demonic. But that's only being said so that you can continue to depend on them as opposed to depend on the only person that has been consistent in your whole fucking experience from the beginning when you came out goo goo gaga all the way to the grave, and that's you. So yeah, I'm excited. We finished, y'all. We did it. Andrew, come give us a shaya real quick.
Shaya. Oh, Mashanya. Oh, I feel a Shakani up in here. Bashandaba. Oh, I feel a Shakani up in here.
Okay, do you feel a Shakani? I feel a Shakani. But anyway, I want to say thank you to everybody who came through to listen to the conclusion of Awaken to the Healer Within. Shout out to Lisa gagging the hell out of me. I wasn't even expecting that. I'm like, oh Lord, let's see. it's just certain affirmations that I've been saying to myself and that I've been believing and that I've been feeling that is starting to manifest in all type of ways. So like shout out to Lisa, just literally just sitting here connecting to my affirmations through the ethers and stuff. See, all I can say is live this. Just apply it to your life. You don't have to if you don't have to do everything this book tells you. Take what resonates with your soul and work with that. Because the purpose really is to find your own flow and rock your own flow. Not to ride the coattails of somebody else's flow, not to try to literally take someone else's identity, but find the common theme of love and find out what it looks like for you. I'm finding what it looks like to me as BubzDaGawd. And again, with this journey of life, you're not gonna know what the bigger picture looks like, and that's okay. Just pay attention to the pieces. I think Extra Smoke Dragon was here for the last one, where he said he couldn't see the whole vision of his company, but he had people come into his life with the resources and opportunity to be able to help him manifest the actual picture in his reality. Let me tell you something, Lisa. I appreciate whatever you give. I'm appreciative. I don't give. Look, the fact that you just shared and gave of yourself, and let me tell you something. Like I said in this book, and one thing I'm learning too, you have to give in order to receive. You have to give in order to receive. I'm learning how to do that. Now more money is coming my way because, like I said, I'm trying to overflow financially to where again I'm kind of like low-key waking up every day and deciding what I want to do to create. I still got to do some hustle on the side. It's still legal hustle, but hustle on the side. You know what I'm saying? But until that omega level stuff comes in, I am getting to a place and manifesting a life where I can be like, okay, what do I want to do today? I see YouTubers like Mr. Beast and really Mr. Beast, because he's the only one that's like doing it the way that's like, I can get with that. As far as just taking his resources and sharing with other people and helping to change people's lives in a positive way. And I want to do that. And I'm going to do that. And I'm just finding a Bubzz flow. Okay? And I encourage all of y'all to please find y'all flow. Because you only got one life to live. We live in a world, especially in the West now, where a lot of people are hurt and they project their pain onto other people to where they will police you, girl, because if your ass become free, what does it say about their freedom? And if they got a problem with you being free because it sheds light on how weak they might be in their freedom, that seems like a personal conversation you need to have. You might want to read some of these affirmations, pimping, and clear up some of that auric shit. Okay? But anyway, I thank y'all so much. Shout out to Lisa in the building. Shout out to you. Shout out to Queen Spicy in the building. Shout out to Amber. Please make sure y'all send love and affirmations towards Amber and her family at this time. Okay? Because, baby, grief is something that, it will deplete your energy. That's why love and community is important. So make sure that y'all continue to send a prayer up and affirmation to Amber. And Amber, if you're willing to receive it, girl, just open yourself up. Because like the book said, they got to be willing to receive it, be open to receive it. So if you're open to receiving the love, Amber, we send it to you. Who else? We had somebody new came here, didn't I think? Yes. Just Kimmy, thank ya. She said she was she was eating some groceries, girl, and listening. That's how I'm trying to be. Amen. My future partner come, hell yeah. Be on the phone, be like, ooh, girl, hold on, I gotta go. On some baby boy. Let me stop. If y'all like the vibe, please make sure y'all hit that like button, okay? That's probably the most important thing you can do for me on this channel, okay? Hit the thumbs up button because it helps my channel to grow in the algorithms. I'm trying to break out of this plateau of 760. I was at 757 subscribers for like months. Now I'm at 761. I was at 762, but now I'm down to 761. So just help us to get up there, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all doing that. If you really like the vibe and the flow, please make sure that you guys hit that subscribe button and make sure you hit the notification bell. Okay, so you can be up to date with my uploads because I go live at sporadic times. You got to be in the spirit, baby. Remember that whole thing I said earlier, tents and temples, girl. If you want to fuck around in a temple, go right ahead, bitch. I'm with the tent crew. So if you're part of the tent crew, make sure you hit the subscribe button. And if you feel compelled, if you feel blessed in your spirit and you want to donate anything, make sure that you hit that Cash App at the bottom. Okay, $ BubzDaGawd, or hit me up on Zelle, or hit me up on PayPal, whatever you feel like doing. If that's what you want to do, I'm open to receiving. It's about whether you want to give, okay? And shout out to Lisa giving on the day. I almost farted when I saw that Cash App. I said, wait a minute, hold on, wait. I got gas now, girl. It just shook the hell out of me. Thank you. And shout out to Aries. You good, Aries? You can put this on repeat. I'm about to say replete. You can put this on repeat. And I was trying to look at the word sleeping and put a replete. Girl, it's my life. I'm glad the baby is finally sleeping. Make sure you watch her. She good. But anyway, thank y'all so much for this conclusion. I'm probably next week, what I'll do is I have some books here. If you guys have any book suggestions that you think would be good for a read through, please let me know. Until then, I have a whole bunch of books. I have books that I haven't even read yet, so I want to take a picture again and create a poll on my Instagram as well as my YouTube community posts, because I need to start utilizing that more. And you guys can choose the next book that we're going to read through. Okay. But anyway, yes, make sure that y'all have the rest of an amazing Saturday night. I'm about to go take a shower. I'm about to smoke some more of this not edible, girl. Smoke an edible, girl. You know you have when you smoking edibles, bitch. This joint that my girl at the dispensary hooked me up with. I told her I'm getting blessed all around. I'd be like, well, damn, thank you. I wasn't even looking, girl, but thank you, girl. I came in trying to be cheap, girl, and you got me some extra shit. I said, all right. Oh, you do, Lisa? Okay, well, I'll tell you something. Hey, whatever your flow is, I'm on the flow too. But this live was not really sponsored. That's one thing I want to manifest too. I'm manifesting weed endorsements, girl. You ain't got to send me a whole bunch of shit, girl. You can send me a 3.5. You feel me? And I'll be all right. This is from Sugar Leaf, and it's called Gelate Power. I love me some good gelate. Okay, this wow, this shit is $20 a pop, girl, and she hooked me up with this shit. See how the universe work? Hey, man, came in a glass case and everything. All right, I appreciate y'all. I'm going to get back on doing that. I'm probably going to start around Halloween, because what I want to do is start utilizing my live. I kind of want to get my shit together. I really feel like something is going to hit this Virgo season, because I was looking at some on Instagram, and I just find stuff that just hit my soul, and I'd be like, yes, 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 yes. And it says something about unexpected manifestations or blessings, or the possibility of when they could come. And it's just a generalization. It's really what you believe. And I was looking for my actual sign, and when I got to Cancer, it said Virgo season. I'm like, did we just enter Virgo season? I'm like, hell, you telling me it's gonna be this whole season, girl? My shit gonna be all right. But yes, I'm going to get back to doing scary stories. I kind of want to be visual when I do that. I'm trying to think about how I want to do it, because I want that to be a segment on my show, and I kind of want to up the theatrics. I was thinking about getting some contact lenses, some sort of creepy lighting or something. Maybe some sort of like prosthetics or something that I can put on my face, something to kind of just create the mood of being creepy and these stories and stuff, and going live with you guys, and also like recording and editing them. So I'll be presenting the videos and stories while I'm live. I won't be speaking it. I'll be watching it with everybody else, but y'all will see my edited work. So that might be something that I'm going to do towards Halloween, and get that started again, because I do love the scary stories. And baby, I like creepy shit and dark shit, no shade, because again, that's where you find your power. You got to face the dark too in order to really appreciate the light. So I'm excited for that. And yes, thank y'all so much for rocking with me. I'm still gagging. Oh, I'm still gagging, girl. It's crazy. Anyway, I thank y'all so much. I really, really appreciate it. And until the next live, y'all. Peace.